Hello everybody and welcome back to Arm Pitching Development Free Pitching Analysis. Today we're taking a look at a high school junior. His name is Braeden. And remember that pitching mechanics is subjective to the viewpoint of the person that is looking at them and conducting the analysis. So if you have an opinion on the matter or would like to add, I invite you to throw those in the comments below. And then also, if you're interested in submitting a video to me for review, the address or email address is linked at the bottom here. Also, I did want to mention to you guys one thing that I had a new program drop in our platform for digital book sales and different things there. So if you're interested in a workout program for a 6-week workout program to help strength and movements and for velocity as well, that is there. It is a 6-week long spreadsheet broken into different hypertrophy levels and then some instruction based with it. It also includes video links to exercises so you guys can look at the exercise and then work to perform it to the best of its ability. So that is available. I'll put a link in the description of the video here along with everything else that we have. Let's take a look at Braeden here. Right out the gates, looks like a good sized kid, good strong kid, a good lower half, especially his strength really stands out in his legs to me. Again, I have my measurement of height here, and that height is based on distance for linear move to kind of get an idea of his stride length, similar to if you follow along on these posts I did with the 12-year-old. So let's take a look here as we go into a load point, a shift, and so we're looking at his front leg load here. Actually like the position of height on the load point, which is sitting right around 50% or so here. One thing of note that I feel like could be a little nuisance is the foot path here, where it kind of leads into the knee, where I'd rather promote the knee inward and the foot outward. So it'd be more this angle to load your hip here and then driving down the mound going forward. So this to me tells me you might just be swinging into position. Not sure yet without going into the video a little bit further, but maybe clean that up to where you're hitting this angle versus this angle here. Right, let's clean up the lines. Hand set, I think this might be a little bit high for my taste. Again, I don't think it's the end of the world at the moment. It's a good relaxed position here, so it doesn't seem to be taking away from freedom of movement. Head on frame looks pretty good. Your chin is over your abdominals. That's a good thing. And we'll go on lead out here. So into low balance to break, into stride. So it's more of a knee to knee position here. That doesn't look too bad. I think hip direction looks good. Load. This looks a little minimal to me. I think maybe we could grab the ground almost like you're trying to sit into your heel, keeping this shin vertical as long as possible would be a little bit more optimal. The handbrake I want to go back to. This is kind of an interesting thing. It's your hands are casting away from you on your brake here. So you're swinging your arms into position, which could lead to some arm drag potentially. And then just looking at this is more of looking like you're falling into your stride length. So there's not a lot of back hip engagement here. I like the fact that you're staying over your core. Your posture may be a little bit misaligned or bent inward at the moment. That might be something you want to work to too, is just carrying your posture a little bit stronger. So if we go back to this point, if you'll just not drop your chest in forward, just carry it straight. Yeah, it looks all right. Okay. So as we go into, yeah, so we're just like swinging our arms into position, like a high T position here. I'd like to see the arm maybe be a little bit shorter here, like your elbow here, and then your arm be more on top of the ball this way instead of swinging it back into position. I think you're going to lose some power here in your pitch. I do like your glove height. This looks pretty good to me. So that's a positive. And then going back to transition. So there is just like a swing. You're just swinging your front leg. Yeah, I'm trying to be objective here. It's okay. I just think we could load the back hip a little bit better to get to our linear move, a little more direct. Let's go to touchdown here. Okay. So this back leg position looks okay, where you're holding your energy together well here. You're staying separated from your hips and your shoulders pretty well. This angle looks okay. The glove hand looks okay at the moment. It's a little coiled in. And then we're looking at going into our cocked face. So one thing to note, I think at this front foot landing position, you're on top of the ball. Okay, it's kind of hard to see from this frame, but I just want to make sure we're in a position of strength and not elbow drop. So right here looks okay. Let's go into conversion of the hips, and we're losing. So let's try to turn this back foot a little more fuller to clear the hip a little bit better. And then that'll help you square up with your target a little bit better as well. And then the front knee, it's not terrible. It's pretty good. And then let's go to rotation. Okay, so we're losing power into the ground. So it looks like you're taking your energy down instead of, I think once you clear that hip a little bit better, this gets cleared out going this way. I want to look at the arm. So you're dropping your left shoulder to drive your arm up, and it looks like there's a decent lean over your left hip flexor, dropping your left shoulder to drive your elbow upward versus just squaring up. Clearing a little bit of space is not the end of the world. However, I think that you're strong enough to handle a little better positioning here on your approach to throwing the pitch. And I'll throw up some examples as well. And then as we go to throw, we've already let go of the ground, so essentially right now you're asking your arm to do all the work because you've broke your kinetic chain heading down the hill here. What I'd like to see ultimately is this be a little stronger. Maybe it starts here for you, but that back leg is just collapsing way too early. I mean, I think you're not going to get that much trunk flexion here over your front leg. So there's not really a whole lot behind the ball here at this point. Yeah, it's more of a rotate to the left to swing your arm into position instead of really working to drive it. I would work to stay connected here just a little bit longer, Braeden, and then work to get the release height is actually not terrible. I'm guessing here, but something like that. So technically it looks like you may be releasing over your front foot, which is a good thing, but you're leaning left to do it. And I think holding the back foot longer and then bending your back forward and then maybe bringing this up into a little stronger position here would help you. So this may be a case where we may want to shorten our stride length, right? So if we go back to my measurement of full stride. I think you're probably at 100% here. And I think if you go to maybe a landing position here, would help you keep your chain going a little bit better like this, so that your back foot would be back here a little bit more, and then you would be bending your back somewhat along where that line is. The green line I had was there. So, and then your chest, your chin is falling out of position too. So you want your eyes and everything to go through your target, where you're kind of going around the target here, and then trying to get into a decelerated position here on your finish. I like that position. I just think you're getting there too late. So we want to take the ball out in front a little bit better here. This is going around, spinning into position into your follow through or your finish position. It looks pretty good from this angle. I'm kind of looking at this foot here and seeing if there's any, I don't know, it should be planted pretty well and not rotating around. So this angle is kind of hard for me to gauge from that. Follow through looks pretty good. Yeah, so I would work to square up a little bit better, and then be a little bit stronger on the back leg, probably shorten your stride length. Probably 6 inches might help, and then convert your energy better, and not be so dependent on your arm to do the work for you, and instead trying to allow the energy coming up from your legs, or using your legs to generate the energy, using your core to transfer the energy up into your thoracic spine and then out through your arm. So yeah, there's some things to work on, and there's some positives as well, Braeden. So hopefully that helps a little bit there. And I would work to shorten up that arm path a little bit. Good scapular load, just side looking at it real quick. It looks good. It's just, I don't like the path it's taking to get there. So a little more direct, a little less swinging the arm up would be good. So you could break your hands a little bit tighter, or let's say a little bit closer to your chest, and then bringing your elbows upward. And again, I'll put some examples up there of guys I think are doing it well. So yeah, anyways, guys, if you want to send a submission, again, the email's down here below. And until I do the next one, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.